Whoops, wrong button. Hello, how you doing? Welcome to my live stream. Peanut's live stream. She can't decide where she wants to be today. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Let me know and I'll check in the chats. Is this in the right spot? Yes, she is the center of attention. Absolutely. All right, Peanut, why don't you come over here? There. All righty, we can hear you. Awesome, thank you very much. So how's everybody doing today? Happy Tuesday, happy live stream day, another busy day for me. How's everything going with you guys? What are you up to? What would you like to talk about today? I got a couple things written down. This is, gosh, how many of these in a row have I done? This is live stream number 46. Now, I'm going to say it's probably 20 or so in a row, Tuesdays in a row, something like that. So on a bit of a roll. That's cool. And I plan on doing this for the foreseeable future on Tuesdays. So I'll be here live, and anything you want to talk to me about or any questions you want to ask me about any of this stuff, how I go live, how I make my YouTube videos, anything at all. Audio questions, lighting questions, camera questions. I don't consider myself an expert in any of these things, but here, I'll just turn this up a little bit. Yeah, I can teach you or tell you what I do know. So I know enough to make YouTube videos and to upload them. I have a little bit of success with them, and I know enough to go live like this too. So yeah, if you're struggling with any of that kind of stuff, just let me know. And Peanut, you can't stay here. And I will answer you as best as I can. And I'm not afraid to say I don't know. So, and I'm sure if you've been here before, you've heard me say that before. But yeah, if there's something I don't know, I'm not going to fake it. I'll just tell you I don't know, and I'll try to go find the answer for you either right away if it's something simple, or I'll go maybe come back and hopefully have an answer for you the following week. So that's how I roll. So yeah, busy week so far. How many have noticed that I was putting out a lot of videos in a row there for quite a while? I think I got up to 10 days in a row where I put out a video on YouTube. And it was kind of an experiment. I just wanted to see, basically I wanted to push it a little bit to see if I noticed anything in the analytics. Do the videos, or does my channel get affected either positively or negatively? I wanted to just see what would happen. So I had a hunch, but so I plan on going over that a little bit today. I did not post on the weekend, but I did put out another video yesterday, which was the first one I made indoors for quite a while. The other ones were all, or most of them were outside, either at the beach or walking on the trail or something like that. So anyways, let me know what you thought of that. And what style videos you like the best. I'd love to hear what you think. Okay, so why don't I jump right into the chat here and see who is all here. And yeah, feel free to say hi in the chat. Let me know who you are, what your name is, and where you're watching from. I'm always interested to know that. So yeah, let's go. We've got Jules Lincredule from Montreal, and has a question right off the bat. So let's say I have finished my editing and I would like to reuse some part of it in the future. Can you explain how to use template to make editing faster? Thank you, from Montreal. Yes, actually there's two things. So I'm assuming you're talking about Camtasia, but this can be done in any video editing software for those of you who don't use Camtasia. What I do is I actually don't use the templates function in Camtasia very much at all. Instead, what I do is I will typically open up a previous project or actually before I open it up, I'll create a copy of it. I'll just go into my file manager or Finder, Control C, Control V, make a copy of the Camtasia project file, rename it, I'll open it, and then that is a good starting point for me. It'll already have the background music in place that I want to use. It'll have some titles in there that I have used in the previous video that I can reuse again. Yeah, so a lot of what I do is all set up, and since it was in the previous project, I just leave it in there, and I start by opening a previous project. So that's what I tend to do instead of using the template feature. So yeah, now you can use the template feature. I just find that, I don't know, it's just, I got used to doing it the way I do it. And so quite honestly, I found that to be much easier just to open a previous project. Now, if you do want to, what I'll do actually is I'm going to point you to, I'm going to show you something here. Oh, where'd that go? Let me share my screen. Here. Okay, so this is my channel, and if I scroll down, I did a video on this that I want to show you, and I mean, I'm almost there probably, so, and I probably missed it. I think I missed it. Let's go back up. Where are you? Are you going to make me use the... It's going to make me use the search. Yep, sorry. Okay, let's go search template. See what there it is right there. So templates. Where was I? Why could I not see that? You guys probably saw that. But this, anyways, this video here. Speed up your workflow by man. Okay, I did that. That was 4 months ago. Watch that video because I go through the entire process, how to save templates and how to start projects from templates. Okay, so hopefully that will help. Now, I don't know why I couldn't see that right off the bat. So anyway, but that's what the thumbnail looks like. Or just go to my channel and search for template and you'll find it right there. Okay, so there you go. First question down. I hope that helps, Jules. Antonio Gonzalez says, 45 and starting my channel on October 1st. I would love to share my journey till this point. Thanks for indirectly answering equipment questions. Love the videos. Awesome. Oh, wait, I did not. There. I can click these and show them to you guys. Sorry about that. Awesome. Starting on October 1st. So you've got sounds like you've got a plan. Yeah, congratulations. Good luck with it. Have fun. And yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to come on back. You can, anytime you guys have questions, you don't have to wait till Tuesdays to ask in these live streams. You can ask in the comments section of any of my videos, and I answer all comments in my videos, unless they're inappropriate questions or hateful comments, in which case I'll hide or delete them. But if you have a legitimate question and that you'd like me to answer, go to the comment section of any of my videos or come here live on Tuesdays and we'll answer it then. Hello, Rob, you're in fire. I'm in fire? On fire? I hope not. Madhouse, hi, Rob. Hello, Madhouse Creations, how you doing? Ann Chen Weideman, hello, Ann Chen, how you doing? I'm getting my channel up soon. I'm a bit unsure of how to go about stuff for Patreon. How soon should I start worrying about that, if at all? And then goes on to say, thank you for your support and help. Love your channel. Thank you very much. So I have never used Patreon myself. I know a little bit about it though. So presumably you want to start YouTube so that you can make money with YouTube, if you're talking about Patreon. So for those who don't know, Patreon is a way to create kind of like a membership that people would subscribe to for different levels of extra goodies, whatever they are. They could be behind the scenes videos, things like that, maybe even coaching or yeah, so it's a way that if you set up Patreon, it's a way that you can get people to pay you a monthly fee to be part of your membership. If you're just starting a channel, I would not worry about Patreon at all in the beginning. I'd get more used to making videos and uploading videos and spend your time on that, because the reality is your channel is just starting out. You're not going to have many or any subscribers or viewers in the beginning. So think of that time, think of the beginning times as your time to practice. Okay, and I often say, like, your first video doesn't even matter. What I mean by that is your first several videos. You may find that you're not getting views, you're not getting subscribers, and that's totally normal. It takes a while for you to get good at making videos, and also it takes YouTube a while to get good at figuring out who your audience is. Okay, they will try right off the bat with your first video, but they may not get it right exactly, and as a result, you may not get very many views, you may not get a high click-through rate, a high view duration, and all these stats that you're going to eventually try to improve, right? You want a higher click-through rate, a higher retention, because they're watching videos longer. Those things will only start to get higher once the right people are served your thumbnail and title, okay? And they click on it, and if that's indeed what they wanted to see, then they'll watch it longer, right? So Google needs data. When I say Google, I mean YouTube. Google owns YouTube, right? So YouTube needs data. They need videos from you, and preferably the videos would be all about a particular topic, so a niche, and all targeting the same people. Okay, so once YouTube understands who you're making videos for, they'll get better at showing those or offering up your videos to those people, and then your numbers should start to increase. So my point is, you need time YouTube needs time, and you need time to everybody get good at this. And then at that point, then you can start looking at Patreon. Because, if like 1% of your subscribers will become a Patreon subscriber, if you have 10 subscribers, you may not get anybody signing up for Patreon, right? If you wait till you have 1,000 subscribers, or you don't have to wait that long, 500, 1,000, 10,000, whatever it is, the higher the number, once you do announce that you are on Patreon, then you may get a whole bunch of people sign up right off the bat. Okay, so because you also need time to figure out what else you're going to be offering those people who sign up to Patreon as well. Okay, so yeah, don't worry too much about that. There are other things for you to focus your attention on and worry about. Not worry, but you know what I mean. So I hope that helps. Yes, Peanut is the center of attention. She's sitting down there now, so I won't disturb her. She might have just seen me look at her, though. Annette from the UK. Hello, Annette. How you doing? Mary Bradshaw from Port Jervis, New York. Hello, Mary. How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Seeking Humor. How did you decide about your channel name? Actually, I did put a lot of thought into it. I wasn't sure what to call my channel. Do I just go with my name, Rob Moore, or do I come up with something more to do with video editing or YouTube or something like that, something more generic? I like the idea of branding yourself. I'm consciously putting myself in all my videos. I'm not doing faceless videos. So for example, in my avatar is my face. On all my thumbnails is my face. So I wanted to have my name in my channel name, so Rob. Now, the Maritimer, so for those who don't know, I live in Nova Scotia, Canada. So Nova Scotia is the province, and I live near Halifax, Nova Scotia in Canada, Halifax the city. Nova Scotia is one of the 3 maritime provinces of Canada. So Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, the 3 of them together are considered the maritime provinces. And another thing is that maritime has to do with the ocean, the sea. the ocean is right outside my window here. And I grew up near the ocean in boats and stuff like that. So I love the water. I love the ocean. I consider myself a maritimer because I live here. So it just kind of made sense. That's it. That's why I'm Rob the Maritimer. And it was available. RobTheMaritimer.com was available too. So that's great. So I got that domain name. So anyway, yeah, that's a little bit about me and where the name came from. Kim's Healing Journey. Hello, Kim. How you doing? Hi, Rob and rest of the Over 40 crew. Anybody here not over 40? Because I think for the most part, it's over 40 people who watch my videos and join in the live stream, but maybe not everybody. Who else do we have? Dan Frankel. Hello, Dan. How you doing? Hi, Rob. You sound great. Is that because you are going directly into Adobe Audition? I'm not going through Adobe Audition right now. I am going directly into the computer through my microphone up here. See if this works. There we go. So now I'm showing you the view from my iPhone. And with that, I can show you the microphone. So that is the microphone I'm using. It's a shotgun mic. It's an XLR mic, as you can see by this connection. Okay, and then this wire comes all the way down here, down there, under my desk, and plugs into this thing. It's my snack. That's the, what do you call that? Audio interface. So here's the other end of that XLR mic. And then in the back of this is like a headphone connection here. But in the back of this is USB-C connection. That plugs into my MacBook, like there or there, I forget which one. So yeah, that's it. I am not currently running it through Adobe Audition. Put this back on. Adobe Audition is software that I run when I'm making a video, not when I'm doing my live stream. I mean, I could open it up here and record something, but Adobe Audition allows me to record the audio. So if I were making a video now that I wanted to record the audio, I would open up Adobe Audition, I would make sure that this mic is selected, and I would start talking. Okay, and actually if I'm doing a voiceover, I'd bring the mic down closer to my mouth. And then I would press record in Audition and then press stop when I'm done. And then I have the audio captured, okay? Then I do some processing to the audio file that was created, that was captured. Things like add compression, equalization. I alter the sound by making adjustments to the equalizer. So that would be like boosting the bass, boosting the treble, lowering the mids a little bit, just kind of playing with things to make it sound better. But you're not hearing that now. So right now, this is just from the mic into that audio interface into the computer. And then Ecamm Live is my streaming software. In that, I've said the audio I want you to listen to is from that audio interface, which is from this mic. Okay, so that's how it all works. There's no additional things that I'm doing to the audio to make it sound better. It probably sounds better than when I was making my outside videos because I'm now in an enclosed room with this better mic, shotgun mic, and it's relatively close to me. It's probably it's probably 12 inches or so away from my mouth, 30 centimeters. And the closer I get to it, the better the voice will sound. But I'm lowering the volume since I was closer to it. So Adobe Audition has nothing to do with the quality of the sound, but it does allow me to make adjustments to the quality of the sound for videos that I post. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Sonia, hello Sonia, how you doing? Hi Rob, thanks for your channel. I'm learning a lot. I'm over 50, started a channel but don't know what niche to focus on. And that's a very common problem. I did make a video that might help, and I can show you. It's right, I found it already. This right here, so from 1 month ago, right here, this one here says find your niche. that said, it's not here. I'm actually going to move this over here because there, that's, if I want to show this page, that's probably a better way to do it. Um, yeah. So if you are just starting, did you say you were just starting? Or you started a channel but don't know what niche. Okay. If you're just starting, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, because your niche can change with time, and it likely will change. Most people's niches will change as they go forward. Okay, so if you want some place to start right in the beginning, what I would suggest is do a little brainstorming session. Like sit down with a blank piece of paper or a pad of paper and write down everything that you feel you are good at and also everything that you're interested in. Okay, maybe 2 columns or maybe even just 1 large column, and you can expand on those. So, and actually one of the more difficult things is people quite often won't realize, or they don't think of the things that they're good at as being all that special, right? Whereas it is special to people who don't know how to do those things. Okay, if that makes sense. So in other words, something that might seem very mundane to you, very easy for you, and I don't know what it is. It could be gardening, it could be bike riding, swimming. It doesn't have to be fitness at all. It could be cooking. If you're good at recipes, if you're good at barbecuing, if you like to go camping and everything that goes along with that, if you like to go sailing and everything that goes along with that. So if you identify a topic like that, that's somewhere you can start. But again, I'll stress, don't worry if you don't feel like you're an expert in whatever it is, because there's always going to be somebody who knows more than you, no matter what you choose. That's just the reality. So even if you're just a beginner, really, you have enough knowledge to share with people who might be a step or 2 behind you. All right. Take me, for example. I'm talking about how to start a YouTube channel, right? And how to grow on YouTube and trying to help you guys get started with your channels. Am I an expert in YouTube? I would say no. My channel is 23,000 subscribers. That's generally how you define the size of a channel, by how many subscribers it has. I don't know why, but there's really no other way. You could define it in terms of how many views you get. But I mean, the reality is I have 23,000 subscribers, which is awesome. I love that. And thank you everybody who subscribed. But there are a lot of channels with way more subscribers than I have, a lot more. And there's a lot of people who know a lot more than I do about this stuff. It's just that they would have different perspectives than I do. Okay? I can help you. Perhaps if somebody is just starting YouTube and has, no subscribers, maybe they would rather hear from somebody who's a smaller channel like mine with 23,000, or even somebody who was smaller. I mean, it was only 4 months ago I had 3,500 subscribers. So a lot of my growth came over the summer. And even then I was able to help some people with some things and get them started and point them in the right direction. And a lot of times people who are just starting may not want to listen to an expert who may be talking way above their heads, right? They may want to listen to somebody who maybe is only a step or 2 ahead of them, and may be able to relate to their situation better, if that makes sense. So did I answer your question? I forget where we started. You don't know what niche to focus on. So yeah. So once you do your brainstorming, you figure out a bunch of things that you either might be good at or somewhat good at or very interested in. So I would put myself in the category of I'm very interested in YouTube, and I want to keep getting better, and I'm able to help other people along with me, right? As I grow, people who listen to me will grow. That's kind of the way I'm doing it. So I know enough in order to talk about it. But the thing is, once you start talking about something and helping people with something on YouTube, you may get questions that steer you in a different direction. And you may end up a month later talking about something totally different. You might start out talking about gardening, but you might wind up with, how to make spaghetti sauce with tomatoes. I don't know. Just, you know what I mean? Like, you might pivot, and then all of a sudden you might have a whole bunch of new people watching your videos on making that spaghetti sauce. Maybe you had 2,000 subscribers who were interested in your gardening, but now you got 10,000 more subscribers who like you making spaghetti sauce. Now you've made a pivot. Now you're maybe going to be making more cooking videos or tomato videos or spaghetti videos. I don't know. You know what I mean? So you have to be able to pivot, and a lot of times people do pivot based on what their audience is asking them for. So for that reason, I wouldn't worry too much about nailing down that niche in the beginning. You got to start somewhere, sure, but start with something that you are either somewhat good at or have an interest in. It's very important to be interested in what you're talking about. Otherwise, that's a recipe for quitting if you don't like what you're talking about, right? So make sure it's something you like as well. So I hope that helps. Seeking Humor says, I have seen a disconnect between subscribers and views. For example, looking at Life with D has 283,000 subscribers, but limited views on her videos. Why is that? It's hard to know. A lot of subscribers, limited views. I mean, maybe the subscribers are from earlier on, perhaps. Maybe they've been there for a while, and the views. I mean, every channel is different. You may get some channels that people love watching the content, but maybe not necessarily enough to subscribe to the channel. And the reality is, you don't have to subscribe to a channel to be served up more videos from that channel just on your YouTube homepage, right? YouTube is very good at knowing what you've watched and then, presenting something similar or from the same author, the same creator, for you to watch in the future. And if you keep ignoring them, then you'll probably stop getting suggestions from that author. But YouTube is very good at knowing what you want to see. They have to be. That it's in YouTube's best interest to give you options to watch videos that you're going to continue to watch, right? That's what they want. They want people to spend time on the platform. But yeah, specifically that channel, I'm not sure why. 283,000. I'm just going to go to this. Bear with me a second, and perhaps we can see what's going on here. Okay, no, come on down here. Okay, so let's just go here. So I just looked it up, looking at Life with D. 238,000 subscribers, 720 videos. If we sort by video, and let's go to oldest. Okay, so been at it 9 years, right? But not really. So 9888882. So most of these videos, so there's only been 6 videos that were older than 2 years. So in the last 2 years, they've come out with over about 715 videos. That's a lot. Now I just go back to latest. So these are the latest ones. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 to 6. Looks like they're posting she's posting every single day. 11, 12, 13. Posting every single day. Okay, so that actually is a bit of a clue. So what I'm seeing here is, if I'm a subscriber, okay, like if I see one video and I like it, so she may have gotten a lot of subscribers from only a couple of videos. but she's putting out a new video every single day. That might be, for some people, that might be overload. And actually, I was going to get into this with my own little experiment that I did, where I put out a video every day for 10 days in a row. To me, I thought that was a lot. Now maybe she's been doing it for a long, long time. It looks like it. I've scrolled way down here, and I'm still only a month away. So it looks like every day she posts. And the video lengths, what are they? 4 minutes, 13, 11, 7, 6, 9, 10. So they're not terribly long. But the reality is, maybe a lot of people don't want to see a video from her every single day, right? There's probably some that do, but not everybody. So the view counts might not be super high. So 7 days ago, 1.2 thousand. That's not very many views, knowing that you have 238,000 subscribers. Like a channel like this, if they started posting once a week, they may start getting more views on the videos. Okay. So that's just my quick observations. I don't know anything about this channel or anything. If I click on popular, the most popular video had 2.9 million views. That was 4 months ago. And then the second most popular is 106,000 from 3 months ago, 93,000, 75,000. Okay, so 5 videos have over 50,000 views. Only one video has more than 106,000 views, and it has, in fact, 2.9 million. So what that tells me is that one video probably brought in a good chunk of her subscribers, okay? And they loved that video. Just let them. Yeah, so that's probably it. They probably came in from that one video, and something about that one video people loved, but maybe a good portion of them don't need to see a video every single day from this creator, but they loved that one. So anyway, that's my observation from that. Hopefully that helps a little bit. But yeah, I guess the bottom line is, it depends on what you're trying to do too. This person may, in fact, not be caring about the number of views. Maybe she doesn't mind that she's not maximizing the number of views she could be getting by putting out, because she's putting out one video every day. Maybe part of what she's doing is, and I made a video about this a few months ago, maybe she wants to leave a legacy, right? Maybe she's making videos to leave for other people to see, like maybe her family and whatnot. That could be a reason why she's making videos. Maybe people make videos because it's a hobby and they just love to do it and they don't really care about the number of views they get, right? So not everybody makes videos on YouTube in order to make as much money from their videos as possible, okay? That's, some people do. Some people treat YouTube as a business and they're trying to maximize and optimize and all this stuff, but not everybody. That's not what drives everybody. And in fact, a lot of people over 40, that may not be the primary factor for getting into YouTube. A lot of people over 40 want to get into YouTube because they're looking for something else to do after work life, right? In retirement. You can do YouTube in retirement, or you can do YouTube as your retirement if you wanted to treat it as a business and start making money from it, right? So it's two different ways to approach things. So I hope that helped. Seeking humor. Jody Rodriguez, I noticed and enjoyed them as encouragement since getting ready to start my channel. Enjoyed them. I'm not sure what you're referring to. My videos, maybe? But great. I'm glad you're getting encouragement. I apologize. I usually run, so those who don't know, when you post a comment, it's usually a little bit delayed before I get to it because I kind of go in order. Yeah, that's what I do. I do have the ability to look over to my other screen to see current comments coming in. So from time to time, I'll just kind of jump over there to see if anybody answers me quickly. If I ask a question, oh, what were you talking about? If they answer right away, I might be able to pick that up. But something I'm a work in progress too, doing these lives. Oh, and by the way, and let me know what you guys think of this. And this kind of stems from a question I had last week. somebody asked, so this new mic system that I got, the DJI mics, these guys here, I have been using this system outside for the videos that I make outside, and also the behind the scenes video I made in here in this office when I wasn't always sitting down with this mic right here. These are a great option for getting up and roaming around. But somebody asked me if I could do a live stream with this, and I didn't remember to try that in time. Otherwise, I would have had it set up here today. So not today, I'm not doing that, but next week I'm going to take it one step further. Not only am I going to use this on my live stream next week, but I'm going to live stream from an island with no power, with no internet. I'm going to go out to an island that's about 2 kilometers away, and I've already taken the boat out there, and I know it has a good upload and download speed. Not sure what the ping is going to, I think it's going to be okay, but I'm going to try to live stream remotely, okay? IRL live streaming, in real life live streaming it's called, and we'll see how it goes. I will try to test it first sometime this week just to make sure I know what I'm doing because I'm just going to do it from my phone. I may or may not bring my laptop because 2 screens would be nice because I could have chat on one. If I'm just using my phone to live stream, I would have to use this camera, right? I'd have to use the selfie camera, which the quality isn't as good, but that, you know, that shouldn't matter too much. I need a way to see the chats, right? And if I don't see the screen, and if it's the only screen I have, then I have no way to see the chats. So I just have to put a little more thought into it. But when I do that, I will be using this mic with it. I'll probably bring a tripod and set it up on the tripod so I can kind of walk around and you can still hear me. And I'll be prepared with the wind and all that stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Should be a fun experiment. Hopefully it doesn't crash and burn, but should be fun. Anyway, let me know what you think about that. Yes, and I likely won't be able to share my screen when I'm doing that because I won't have enough monitors. But yeah, that's the plan for next week. There, now I've said it. Now I'm committed. Now I'm going to have to do it. Klaus, hello from Germany. Hello, Klaus. How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Seeking Humors in Pacific Northwest, Washington State. That's the other side of the continent from here, a long way away. Hello. Sophia, Peanut loves you. Yes, she does. And I love her too. Sometimes it's hard to do what I'm doing with her right here. Right, Peanut? You can come back up if you want. Sophia says, I'd like to know if you have considered doing a live with other content creators who are helping older YouTubers. I have considered that. I think I might have mentioned it last week too. I haven't reached out to anybody yet, but yeah, no, that is something I'm considering for sure. I have to figure out how that would be done. One person would have to host it. But yeah, maybe I don't know. So I made a video about 2 weeks ago now where I talked about, or I suggested you check out 3 other YouTubers. And that was, if I go back here, this video right here. 3 YouTubers over 40. 3 YouTubers, people over 40 need to watch. They've inspired me. Okay,
hey guys,
so
out for a walk.
It was in this video, and if you come here to the comment or the description, they're right here. So Kevin Colby, this is Virginia Kerr, and Alexa Saranoia. So perhaps I'll reach out to one or all of them and see if they'd be interested in doing that, and I'll see if I can set something up. So yes, definitely considered it. And why don't I write this down? Reach out to YouTubers live. I'll work on that. Thanks, Sophia, for the reminder. Strength Old School. Hello, Strength. How you doing? Says, don't know about anyone else, but I'm getting sick of the YouTube algorithm, which is churning out trend targeting YouTubers. For me, it's turning me off a lot of channels now. Anyone else feel this? I don't feel that, but if anybody else does, you feel free to chime in. But yeah, I mean, trends, right? So if we talk about trends, there are. That's typically a good place to start for a creator if a creator is looking to make a video and have it do well. If you're talking about something that's trendy, then that might give you a boost. Okay, so whatever it is, if it's something in the news that's trending, or or like over 40 videos for beginner YouTubers over 40 is trending or was trending. So I made a video about that, and it really did well, and I've kind of done several videos on that. So that would be an example of that. It's not, so how do I say this? It's not something that I would get sick of seeing. I like it. I like the fact that YouTube is getting good at serving me up with videos it thinks I want to see. Because you know what? It's usually right. YouTube is usually right. And the reality is, if you're seeing trendy or trend targeting videos, it's probably because you've seen or watched one or two of those videos, so you're being served up more of the same. Okay? That's the way it works. If there's a video you don't want to see, then you better not have watched a similar video, if that makes sense, or stop watching them, right? Whatever you're watching, YouTube knows what you're watching. They know how long you're watching, like what percentage of the video you're watching. And they make adjustments. Say, okay, this person likes that video. They either like the content or the creator or the length of the video, or there's something about that video they like, and they'll try different things. They'll send you more from that creator. They'll try that. They'll send more of the same topic. They'll try that. More of the same length, right? Maybe they know that you like 2-minute videos. You may get a whole bunch of 2-minute videos because of that. Or maybe they see that you will watch a video that's 2 hours long. Then they won't be afraid to send you more such lengthy videos. So yeah, no, I don't have a problem with that. Maybe other people do. If you do, chime in, let me know. But for the most part, the more YouTube learns, the better they'll get at presenting you with video options that they think you want to see, and the better they'll get at being right about those guesstimates. Okay, so those are my thoughts on that. Hello from Sweden. Lasti Pilli Heidi. I'm probably butchering that. I am so sorry if that's not how you say your name, but hello from Canada, Sweden. Excuse me. Jody says, still figuring out some technical things for starting. Might be stupid question, but can you address actually creating the channel? If I understand correctly, I just create a new... so yeah, you would just create, you would go to, I'm not sure I can show you that. You know what? I need to make a video on this because I need to back things up a little bit, I think, because I am getting some beginner questions that perhaps I've assumed too much. But you can basically create a new account. Okay, if you go into YouTube, okay, so you need a Google account to start with. Let me say that right off the bat. You need a Google account to start with. And then from your Google account, you can create a YouTube account. It lives within your Google account. Yeah, so, but I can't, it's hard for me to say much more than that. Whoops, I do here. Yeah, sorry, I'm messing around with the mouse wheel again. Is I have to be careful with that. But yeah, I'll put that on my list as well. So make a YouTube channel. Thank you, Peanut. How to. video. Because these things change too in time. As YouTube upgrades their website or makes changes to it, then things might look a little bit different. So, if you watch a video from a year ago that tells you how to set up a YouTube account, it might look a little different now. Okay, so it's never a bad idea to update videos like that, but I've never made a video like that, so I should. Grethulus Bauman. Hi again, Rob. This time I made it on time from Denmark. Hello. Welcome. Glad you made it on time. vidIQ is also to blame for these trend targeting videos, my opinion. Okay, I'm not sure why you don't like those so much. If you don't want to watch a video like that, just don't click on it. And, the more you don't click on videos like that, the more you won't be given the option, right? They won't send you those options. vidIQ is a great tool to help people, know what videos to create. What kind of things are people looking for? So I don't really see a problem with that. But that's just my opinion, and everyone's entitled to their opinion. Kim says, I really want a dedicated video to show a phone on a tripod with key lights set up to help me with ideas for good lighting. Yeah, okay. You have to move, Peanut, sorry. Yes, I think that's been asked before, and it may have been by you. Apologize if I haven't made a video like that yet. But no, Peanut. Okay. She crosses a line when she steps on my keyboard, and I heard a ding somewhere, but I don't know what happened. I still see you guys, so I think everything's still good. But don't walk on my keyboard, Peanut. No, stay over there. Yeah, let me mark that down. So, video, phone on tripod. No, stay with lights. Show lighting setup. Here, Peanut, when we go back down here. Here, there you go. There's your bed. You can stay in your bed. You stay there. All right, Kim, I've made a note. I will make a video on that. I'm not sure I'll be able to within the next week because I have other things on the go, but I will make a video like that, I promise. Annette, hello Annette, how you doing? From the UK, I have too many niches. How can I choose what to focus on? What to focus on? Well, you just have to pick one. Honestly, if you're just starting and you have several things and you don't know what you want to talk about, try each one. Let's say you have 5 different things. Oh, you gotta go down. Here. There you go. You can lay down on that. Let's say you have 5 different niches. Say, okay. Make your first 5 videos about each one of those things is one thing you could do. Actually, no. Before we get to that, let me back up. If you have 5 different niches that you feel you could talk about and you want to talk about in your videos, and you feel like you need to niche down, is what it's called when you just kind of zone in on one thing. What you can do is make an introductory video. Start with an introductory video. Introduce the world. Introduce yourself to the world. Just say, hi, I'm Annette, and there are several things I'd love to talk about and make videos about. And here they are. I can't make up my mind what I should be talking about. I can talk about this, say a couple words about it. I can talk about this, say a couple sentences, and so on, and go through the different things and just say, this is what I'm about. This is where I live. This is what I like to do. Whatever. You can describe the outdoors, the indoors, whatever. Just tell people, introduce yourself to the world, and that might help. And then what you can do is you can actually ask people in the video. It's always, actually, this is just an aside. it's always a good idea to try to engage your audience in your videos. So what I mean by that is you can ask them questions. So you can ask people, say, now that you know a little bit about me, or actually at the very beginning of the video, it's a good idea to tell them, I'm going to be looking for some help here. What do you think I should make videos about? What would you like to learn more about now that you know something about me and the things that I like to do or know something about? And see what kind of comments you get. Now, if you're just starting out, you may not get very many views or comments at all in the beginning. Did you guys see that? Okay, Peanut's starting to do laps again. Okay, I might have to let her out of the room. See what kind of comments you get or questions. And then, yeah, so you might get some ideas as to what you should be focused on. And if you get votes for more than one thing, well then that was my next suggestion. Make a video on topic A, and then make a video on topic B. And in those videos you can say, I'm also talking about these other things too. What do you want to hear more of? And just always ask your audience, and that can get the conversation going down below in the comments section, which will in turn help your channel grow as well. Okay, so that would be my suggestion. That's something you can do. That's something you can do to help narrow down where to start. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Grethy Liz Bauman says, I have a question. When you are a new YouTuber and are quietly growing approximately 340 subscribers, but my viewing hours are only 457 hours and need to reach 3,000 here in Denmark. Some great ideas for more viewing hours to be revenue generated. What are your thoughts on this topic? I make my videos just for fun and because I want to share my knowledge about glass. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so that's exactly where I was. Probably probably 2 years ago when I started. That's exactly where I was. My subscriber count was going up, but not the watch hours as much. Okay, so one idea for you is live stream. Okay, that is a way to really boost your watch hours, is when you live stream. Because you can very quickly and easily get a lot of hours added to that with just one live stream. And when your live stream is over, it becomes a video on demand that people can click on and watch later. So yeah, that's one thing I did, and it really put me over the top in terms of the watch hours. So yeah, I would consider that. But having said that, and this again is speaking from my experience, is that I focused a lot on trying to get monetized. So 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. I spent a lot of time worried about it and wanting to get there. But the reality is, it's kind of anticlimactic. It doesn't matter that much, because once you're monetized, it's not a lot of money right off the bat. It's not. It takes time. And the reality is too, it's not so, once you are monetized, it's the number of views you get that's more important than the watch hours, okay? To a certain extent, okay? Like every video can be served, like an ad can be placed at the beginning of every video, okay? No matter how long it is. Now, longer videos can have what's called mid-roll ads. So if your video is longer than 8 minutes, then you can have YouTube put an ad in the middle of the video. And if it's quite long, like something like my live streams are 2 hours, there could be several mid-roll ads throughout the video, right? So, but for the most part, it's the number of views that's more important once you're monetized. But even then, it's not like, I guess what I'm trying to say is you'll probably experience this too. Once you do get monetized, you'll realize that you were putting a lot of effort into getting monetized, and now you realize that you might be making an extra $50 a month or $100 a month, maybe $200 to $500 a month if things are going really well. But it starts small. I guess it's hard to say, but I would tend to, if I were to do it again, I wouldn't worry too much about the watch hours because it'll come. They'll come. The watch hours will come when they're ready. But again, having said that, if you still do want to boost it, and there are other good reasons for doing this, but do some live streaming. And the other good reasons would be is it's great practice for making videos, great practice for looking into the lens of a camera, which I'm doing right now. You know, if that's something you have trouble doing, like I did, doing live streams, it gets you used to talking to the camera. So just if you're not sure about live streams, you like, what would I talk about, and what if no one shows up, and things like that, all natural questions. Just, you know, have something ready to talk about in case nobody shows up, and then just pretend like, you know, somebody is there watching and listening to you, and just do your thing. Talk as you go through something, sharing your screen, for example. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be hard the first time you do it, or it was for me. But if you then get on a schedule and do it every week or every 2 weeks or whatever works for you, then people will start to get used to that, right? And the number of people that show up to them will start to grow, and that's fun. So, you know, I enjoy them. So, but anyways, that's one really good way to boost your watch hours is add live streaming to your creative process, to your what am I trying to say? Your schedule, and that'll help. Jody says, I haven't created a channel yet. Can you address setting it up, and if I need a different email for my channel versus the email when I created my YouTube account? Hope that makes sense. You can use the same email address for your. So I use my regular personal Gmail account. That's my main email address that I use. And it's the one I have attached to my Google, my YouTube account. Yeah, so that's the one I use. And you don't need a separate email address at all. You can just use that same one. But yeah, you're the second person who's asked about setting up YouTube, and I've made a note. I'm going to make a video on that because it's a little more involved. That I can go in through here. Yeah, so I'll do that very soon, okay? Just to walk people through it. ABC question, does it make a difference if being found by search if your topic isn't in your channel name? No, I don't believe that makes a difference. Maybe it used to, but and actually I watched a video yesterday or the day before that was interesting. It basically said that when you upload a video to YouTube, you get to put a title there and a description, and you can add tags, okay? And then you upload a thumbnail as well. And of course, you already have a channel name. You would have named your channel. So that's all kind of data that goes along with uploading your video. It's my understanding now that the like keywords in tags, description, title, all that stuff is not as important as it used to be, because Google is getting, or YouTube is getting so good at knowing what your video's about anyways. So, and what I heard was that if you when you upload a video to YouTube, so you may have seen these like AI tools that will add captions to videos, right? Well, I think, and if anybody knows any more about this, feel free to comment here and let me know. But what I'm hearing is that YouTube is so good at this now, they can basically transcribe your video and get the text, like pull the text out of it, change the audio to text, and then that's how they can get keywords out of your video. So they don't need you to put keywords in the tags and description now as much as they used to need that for information. They can pull it right out of your video. So this is what I'm hearing. I'd like to do a little bit more research to see how true that is and if everybody believes that. But I have seen many videos that say, descriptions and tags are not nearly as important anymore as they used to be. The same would apply to channel name. I don't think the channel name matters at all. The only thing it matters is to help people find you after they've seen a video from you, right? So if you come up with something catchy that might be good for your own branding, that people, you know what I mean? Like, so for me, I've got Rob the Maritimer. The more videos that I make and the more that name gets out there, the more people may remember that name and associate that name with, my face or my videos. Okay, so Rob the Maritimer, there's nothing in that channel name that talks about help with YouTube or help with video editing. Not right. It doesn't have anything to do with that. I've considered. There was a time that I considered starting a new channel that had the term video editing in it. But I didn't, and things are going just fine without having done that. So I really don't think that matters. So I hope that helps. Hi from rainy North Carolina. How you doing? Hello. There's a hurricane brewing down there, isn't there? Down off the coast of Florida, I think, right now. I think you guys usually get them after Florida gets them. Is that? And then we may get them up here. Hopefully not. Thanks, helped a lot. No problem. Self-developmental. You're an AV engineer. Do you have previous studio background? I'm not an AV engineer. I am an engineer. I'm a mechanical engineer by trade. That's what I went to school for. But I haven't done that in 22 years. That was a long time ago. But have previous studio background? No, I don't. Everything I've learned from YouTube. Watching YouTube videos, dropping in on people's live streams like this. Nick Nimmin is another good YouTuber who I've been watching him for a long time. Got some good information from him. So there's lots of information out there. And I'm just interested in this stuff. So over the years, I've spent far too much money on a lot of this stuff, which a lot of it isn't necessary for the most part for people who want to start YouTube channels. A lot of what I have actually is for the live streaming, which I also like. But like, for example, having multiple monitors, like 3 or more monitors, is great for live streaming. Because you don't have to worry about stacking windows and things like that. I can see things at a glance. I'm self-taught, I guess, or YouTube taught. Oh, you're back. Promise not to step on my keyboard, please. You can lay down if you want. So I hope that helps. Your tech setup looks ultra sophisticated. Do you have past experience in video? By the way, great video on how to do your walk and talks. Thanks for that. No problem. That video is the one I put out yesterday. How I do my walk and talk videos, and it's with this tripod, which I use in here when I'm using my iPhone, like that. Peanut, where are you going? Don't walk on that again, please. Sorry. Peanut, where are you going? You just want to walk back and forth. Here, why don't you stay over there? Here, look. Look at the mouse. Look at the mouse right here. Right there. Yeah, watch that. Look. No. Okay, sorry, where was I? Oh, wrong monitor. There we go. So yeah, no past experience in video. Similar question to the previous one. I'm just self-taught, so I like this stuff. So I know only what I need to know to do what I do. So like this camera, for instance, that I use, the A6400 is the one I'm using right here. This one that I usually film with back here is the ZVE10. They're very similar, and they use the same lenses. You can't keep walking back and forth here. You're gonna step on the keyboard again. What was I gonna say? Yeah, these cameras will do a lot more than I'm doing with them. So, but I've only learned enough about them to know how to do what I do. So there's all kinds of other things I could be doing with them, like getting into color correction and manual exposure adjustment and all this stuff. I might have to kick her out of the room. Here. So yeah, there you go. That's self-taught. And we have a super chat from Grethless Bauman. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Yeah, so it just says, thanks, Rob, for your reply. No problem. That's what I'm here for. Oh, and Grethy, I'm sorry, I don't know if it's Grethy or Greth, but says, I will muster up the courage to try to go live on YouTube and try to have fun at the same time. Nothing should hold us back when we are 40 plus. Great attitude, and that's absolutely correct. Like, we're not trying to impress people anymore. Let's just, what have you got to lose? Go live and, yeah, have fun with it. Have fun and laugh at yourself. I think that's important. If you watch yourself back and you don't like what you did, or you think you look silly or whatever, just laugh and have a good time with it. Then you can laugh with other people if they want to laugh at you too. But yeah, that attitude will take you far. Good luck with it though if you try that. Hi from Chicagoland. I don't have an interesting area in my home to record. Any ideas about how to have a nice set on a budget? I mean, there's all kinds of different things you could do. I don't know if you realize, but let me change. Is this there? So with this setup here, that is just a chair in my corner. Do I have a zoom lens on this? Oh, yeah, sorry. No, maybe that's not the best way to show you that. If I switch over to my iPhone, here we go. All that is, so this is where I record most of my videos, right there on that chair. But if you see, like, I've got a curtain right there, which you never see in my videos. This up here is where I put the microphone. It's not there right now because it's over here. I'm using it right now. I only have one. And there's the camera I usually film with. But you don't have to go very far to the side to see, there's the door. And then the floor is a mess. I've got wires all over the place. But that's just a corner. All you see is, and that chair is pushed right back into the corner. Let me see. This is probably from the corner out to here. Like from the corner, like I can show you this. The corner out to there is probably 4 feet. And then if I come the other way, you only see to about here, like about here in my videos. I'm going to say that's 6 feet. So, and where the camera is sitting, I mean, sorry, I'll switch this back now. You're going to get seasick. So that area is where I record most of my videos. And it's quite literally, I'm going to say 6, maybe 7 by 7, like 7 feet by 7 feet square. So what is that? Just a little bit more than, it's like 2.5 meters by 2.5 meters. I'm not sure where, oh no, you're Chicago. So 7 feet by 7 feet probably does it for you. That's as big an area as I have and to film in. So if you have a little square corner, like in a corner of a room somewhere in your house, you can do that. And just, place put a light there, maybe something on the wall, and that can be your set. If you don't have a place like that, then you could even go outside. Another video I watched, and it made total sense. A lot of times you can get better audio outside as long as it's not windy. If it is windy, then you just use, like a different mic with something like this on it, a dead cat or wind muff. But yeah, outside can be very good for audio because you're not in an enclosed room where the sound can bounce around. You're in the outdoors, so no reverb. You could get great audio. But again, just a little corner. Maybe you've got a deck and you can, the corner of your deck and you can film out there, or you can go to a park. You know what I mean? Like there's so many. The location almost doesn't matter so much. It's nice to have a typical place where you normally would do your recordings, so you can kind of go back to that all the time. But yeah, you don't need much space, I guess is the point I'm trying to make, if you want to set something up inside. So yeah, and as far as on a budget, for the most part, everything I got in my set there, I've had. That brown leather chair is, it's 27 years old, I think. And that light, oh gosh, it's just stuff I had laying around. So yeah, I mean, I spent money on the lights and the camera and things like that, but yeah, you don't need to. You could use a tripod with your iPhone or whatever phone if you have a phone. Today's phones typically have very good cameras, and you can use that and get yourself a couple of cheap lights, and that's really all you need. So I hope that helps. Ben Gibson, hello Ben, how you doing? Hello from Arkansas. I'm 50, got a DJI Pocket 3. I worked for years in broadcast TV as an editor and a camera op, but I'm only comfortable behind the camera. I've been enjoying your channel. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, being in front of the camera is a totally different thing, isn't it? You're back again. Do you want to go outside? Because you're just going to walk in front of me. Totally different, isn't it? Behind versus in front of the camera. Takes some getting used to. But with practice, I think we can all get there. Good luck to you. And have fun. When you change your niche, do you realign your channel tags? Channel tags. I'm not sure what you mean by that. You put in tags for your videos. Where are you going? But no, I didn't. So no, you can't. So when I made my pivot, I left all my other videos on the channel because I still talk about video editing as well. And each video is where you put your tags in. You put your tags in on a video basis, not a channel basis. So I didn't know. So just because I might change what my next video is going to be about doesn't affect any previous videos. Each video stands on its own anyways. So there you go. The Time Traveler 79. Hey Rob, I found your channel last week and I want to just say thank you for all those great tips. I really needed them. No problem, and welcome, new viewer. Thanks for stopping in. Ash Ali. Hi Rob, I love your stuff. I am thinking of getting Camtasia. Should I wait till next week for Camtasia 2025 since it will be coming in October? I actually sent them a message. Let me just double check to see if I heard back from them yet. Doesn't look like it, not yet. I just wanted to get confirmation as to when Camtasia 2025 is coming out. But yeah, last I heard it was in the fall, and I think I might have heard that it was going to be October. I don't have the date yet though. So when, the last I heard, when Camtasia 2025 comes out this fall, that's going to be the end of your ability to buy a license. Okay? So right now, you can buy a license, you pay more for it, but it's a one-time fee, But then there is an annual maintenance fee that you would pay, smaller, that will allow you to get all the updates every year whenever they come up with a new update. If you're on the purchase and maintenance plan. But they're moving away from that and towards a full subscription plan. Annual subscription is not going to be available monthly, only annually. But the annual price is going to be less than the purchase price, but more than the maintenance price. Okay, so the purchase with the smaller maintenance fee, that option is going to be gone as soon as Camtasia 2025 is out. Only the subscription plan that'll be the only way you can get it. And that's going to allow Camtasia to update their software on a more regular basis and not basically wait so that once a year they'll come out with like a big update. Instead, they're going to come out with smaller updates more frequently than saving them up for once a year. Okay? But so having said that, so a couple things. If you were looking at the subscription model anyways, then no, there's no need to wait. You can get it now, and then you will just be able to download the latest version when it's available. Camtasia 2025. You can start with 2024, and your annual renewal date will be on the date whenever you buy it or subscribe to it. So yeah, it doesn't matter as far as that goes. But if you prefer the purchase, the buying the license option and then having a maintenance fee, if that's what you prefer, then you got to do it before Camtasia 2025 is out. Then definitely don't wait. Do it now, because if you're on that plan like I am, then your annual update will be it's like $100 a year instead of 200 and some, 250 or whatever I think it's $199 a year US. Don't quote me, but I think that's what it is. Versus like $79 US annual maintenance fee. And that maintenance fee just allows you to get all the updates, okay, as long as you stay on it. You have to be current with that. Okay, so I don't know if I hope that helped. But yeah, the bottom line is there's no sense on waiting for Camtasia 2025 because there's no benefit. There's not going to be any additional benefit to waiting unless. Okay, no, I've got water and drinks here. 1 second. I think we have to go outside now. Do you want to go outside of the office? Here. Do you want to go out here? There you go. Go on out. Go on. Go on. Come on. The door's closing. All right. Now we'll see if she meows to get back in. But I do not want her spilling this water all over my dock and all kinds of things. That would not be good. So I hope that helps, Ash. Ben says, I shoot and edit my sister's YouTube channel. Have fun book folding. Awesome. That's cool. But looking to get in there yourself, eh? Looking to have your own video or your own channel. So yeah, it's definitely different when you're behind the camera versus in front of it. 100%. Oh, wait 1 second here. I just got an email from Camtasia. No, there's no. Okay, no date yet. No definitive date for Camtasia 2025. My channel is very niche. I speak an endangered language I don't speak so well, mostly to learn. An endangered language. Okay, interesting. But yeah, if that's what your channel is about, then yeah, that's very niche, and that's good. I mean, for every niche there is an audience. some niches have larger potential audiences than others. But the smaller the niche, the more loyal sometimes your viewers can be. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. No problem, Sonia. Generation Exceptional. Hi, Rob from Lincolnshire, UK. Hello and welcome. No problem, Seeking Humor. No problem at all. Yes, your daily videos. I'm getting myself into trouble here again. Where am I? Let me just scroll back up. Oh, good question about the channel name. Might be just actually creating the channel. Okay. I'll just keep plugging along here, looking for questions. Sorry if I tend to fall back a little bit, be a little bit out of sync with the questions that are coming in, but I just get them, I answer them as I get them. Val G, hello Val, how you doing? Hi Rob, I want to start a channel, but I don't know how I can start off talking about anything, or do I have to have a niche? So we. I talked a little bit about this. You don't, if you're not sure, I mean, it's good for a channel to have a niche, to have something specific, or it doesn't have to be super specific. Could be an umbrella of a bunch of things, but something generally that you talk about, that your videos are more often about. Like, for example, my channel, if I were to put an umbrella over everything that I do, it's probably helping older or people over 40 start with YouTube. So beginner focus, age 40 and up. Yeah, so that's, and authenticity is another thing that I like to put in there. I try not to, these last several months, try not to edit my videos very heavily, and just trying to keep things simple. So, and everything that goes along with that. So whether it's talking about audio, lighting, cameras, location, right? Making videos while out walking or on a beach, or, you know, in an office, at a setting, whatever. And tips, live streaming tips, all of that can be encompassed under my umbrella. But you know, I could decide to niche down further, and maybe all my videos are only about live streaming, for example. Maybe I only talk about live streaming, or maybe I only talk about making videos with an iPhone, right? That's what a lot of my outdoor videos, all my outdoor videos are with the iPhone. Yeah, that would be more niche. So it's up to you how targeted you want to get, but you should have some overall concept as to what you're going to be talking about. If you don't know what you want to start with, then just and I mentioned this earlier, brainstorm. Like, sit down with a pad of paper and write down everything that you like. So hobbies, or it could be anything. Whatever you do, what do you do in your free time? What do you like to do? What do you talk to your friends and family about when you're just hanging out? If you have people over for dinner, what do you talk about? What are you comfortable talking about? You know, you might get some ideas from that. You can also look at work. If you work, what does your work involve? What skills do you have that allow you to do your job, or you know, whatever. It could be software skills. It could be personable skills, communication skills. You know, so stuff you're good at, stuff you are interested in, and write a whole bunch of things down, and that might give you some ideas as to where you can start. If you still can't decide, and maybe you have several things that you could make a channel about, then start with making an introductory video to introduce yourself to the world. And just say, hey, this is me. I'm starting a channel. Don't know what it's going to be about exactly yet, but here are some things that I would like to talk about that you might get some interest in. And that's another thing. And I did not mention this earlier today, but I've said it before. when you're making videos, or if you're trying to come up with a niche and come up with an idea for a channel, try to think in terms of how you can help other people. Okay, so you don't just want to make a channel, like let's say you're good at crafts, I don't know, like pottery, making pottery. You're good at that. Instead of making a channel that has videos of you making pottery, or showing off all the pots that you've made, all the ceramics or whatever, I can make this, I can make that. This is what I've done here. This is what. Instead of that being the focus, turn it around and talk in terms of helping other people. Like say, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can make one of these. And a lot of people have trouble, putting the handle on the pot. Well, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. And if you run into this issue, like I often do, this is how to get around that issue. And so if you model your videos around, if your intention is to help other people, and if that comes across in the videos, then that's way better. That people don't necessarily want to watch a video of somebody just showing that they know how to do something. They want, people generally go to YouTube to be educated, to learn how to do things. So if you can talk to them and talk to your audience and teach them a thing or two, that type of video generally does better. Does that make sense? Yeah, hopefully Val, that helps a little bit, gives you something to think about anyways. Does Peanut offer Wi-Fi coverage? No, she does not. No, she doesn't. What was that? It sounded like thunder. I think my daughter's upstairs. I think she just moved a chair. One second here. Just take a drink. Oh, it did sound like thunder. I'm right below the kitchen. I think that was a chair sliding on the floor. So we have Pin Food. Hello, Pin. How you doing? Oh, Pin Fool. I'm sorry. I thought that was a D. Starting a new channel. I have a budgeting channel that I used to learn how to do all this stuff, but only shows hands. Any tips to keep safe from scammers and creeps when starting a vlog style? So tips. So a vlog style. So when I think of a vlog, it's like day in the life type of videos. Is that kind of what we're talking about? If that's the case, then I guess some tips would be, don't show your home address, right? If you have kids around, don't show them in the videos. That would be another good thing. Try to make sure you don't ever show any personal information, I guess. Like if you're doing a vlog video that maybe shows some of the inside of your house, if there are things laying on the table that have your name and address on it, maybe you don't want to show those. Like clean that off the desk first, or and then when you make a video, scan through it and just make sure, double check that you didn't leave any personal information in there. And if you did by accident, what you could do is blur it out, right? That takes a little bit, but you can do that in editing, and you can learn how to do that in editing. But yeah, those are some tips. Safe from scammer. I guess I don't really know what else. The other thing is in the comments section. Like if you get scammers in the comment section, or spam, or creepy comments, whatever, you do have the ability to delete them, or hide those users from your channel. And hiding a user. So when you get to a comment, when we're talking about comments, hide is a great feature. I love it. I use it when I get either an inappropriate comment, or like if it's from somebody who is just out to try to cause trouble and just saying hateful things. Then if you hide that comment, what it does is it actually hides the user, not just the comment. And what it does is it hides all of the comments that that user has ever made in any of your videos. And when I say hide, it means you can't see them anymore, but also nobody else can see them anymore either. Okay, it hides their comments from everybody except that person that posted it. Okay, they still think their comment's there. They can see it. But, you know, nobody's answering them. You're not answering them. Nobody else is answering them. They may wonder why. You know, not everybody's comments get answered to anyways, but nobody is seeing it at all. So yeah, that's a great tool to have, especially if you don't want to see negative comments in your videos. Remember, your channel, your videos on your channel are yours, right? So you get to moderate the comments in the comment section of your videos. And hiding comments, or better put, hiding users who posted comments, is a great way to do that. Or you can delete comments as well. Now, if you delete a comment, the user will notice, if he goes back and looks, he'll notice that the comment is gone, and he may post again. At that point, then maybe you hide them. So that's something else that maybe you could do. Anyways, I hope I gave you enough tips. Those are the ones that came to my mind. If anybody else has any other ideas for PinFool, feel free to chime in. Strength old school. That's the thing. You accidentally watch a video. Next thing, you get a constant similar videos. Haha. One example. My life changed with 500 subscribers. Yeah, I've seen a lot of those videos too. It just takes some time for them to filter through, right? If you accidentally watched a video like that and you didn't like it, and then you notice that you're getting served up more videos like that, don't accidentally click on those other ones. And eventually you won't get, those won't get suggested to you anymore. So it's not like you will, get those videos suggested to you forever and ever from that point on. YouTube is smart enough to know that, oh, now he's no longer clicking on those. I guess we won't serve those up anymore. Now, maybe a month later, they might serve up another one that they might try it again. And if you still don't look at it, then, that's kind of the way it works with YouTube. Matthew Pate, how's it going today? It's going fantastic. Matthew, how's it going with you? The new pause button in iOS 18 is a game changer if you make content with your phone. I don't even know. I make content with my phone, but I've never used the pause button. But cool. If that's something that works for you, then awesome. And thanks for sharing. Usually the videos that I make, I just let the thing run. And I'm leaving a lot of my mistakes in my videos. If I don't want them in my videos, then I'll just edit them out later. But yeah, you can certainly pause. I've just never done that myself, and I didn't know it was new. That the pause button was new in iOS 18. I wasn't aware of that. But cool. Thanks for sharing. Come on, Peanut. She's out of the office now. When Peanut stepped on the keyboard, she sent me $10,000 through Venmo from your account. So thank you. Aha, but I don't have a Venmo account, so it wasn't from me. Oh my, yeah, I don't know what she did. But yeah, hopefully she's not giving money away. Hello from Sweden. I'm here to get some inspiration to keep on posting regularly. Just started with a YouTube channel that's not only for friends and family to watch. Just started with a YouTube channel that's not only for friends and family to watch. Awesome. Livet met frihet. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. But congratulations and good luck with your new channel. And I hear Peanut, so 1 second. I'll let her back in. Come back in? You gotta leave the door shut though. Where do you want to go? Here, come on up. Do you want to just sit on my lap? Here, you can sit here. There, just sit on my lap. No, okay. Just don't step on the keyboard, okay? Yeah, she's back. Easily bored. That's too bad. Or Peanut? or you? Are you easily bored, Lynn? Lynn is a little ADHD. I like the name. That's a cool name. I have no niche. They sound boring. I'm far too. And then she says, saw a tail. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah, she keeps me on my toes. She's leaning into my keyboard again. But no niche. They sound boring. Niches sound boring. Well, yeah, I guess if you've got a lot of different things you want to talk about, then hey, talk about a lot of different things. It's actually right in your name. Lynn is a little ADHD, so maybe that's what people will expect you to just talk about a whole bunch of different things and not have a singular focus. That could be your angle. I like it. That's cool. That is cool. 60 plus. Hello, 60 plus. How you doing? Rob, TYR, this screen for your iPhone is a game changer for front-facing camera. Try this screen for your iPhone. The new MOA 3.97 inch vlog selfie phone monitor screen with magnetic phone holder. Okay, new MOA 3.9. I will look that. Well, let me. If I go Amazon, the one thing I'm wondering about though is next week when I live stream from the boat or from the island that I'm going to do from my phone, I'm going to have my mic plugged into my phone. So I'm wondering how this selfie monitor is going to work. New MOA 3.97. Let's just see what pops up there. No, it doesn't. New MOA phone monitor. I see a Numoa Lite. Maybe it's not available in Canada. That could be. I'll try to look that up to see if that would work. But yeah, I would need to know how it connects because I'm not going to have a way to plug it in. Maybe it's Wi-Fi. Well, maybe it's Bluetooth. Bluetooth would probably work. I saw a tail. Yeah, she's still here. She's rubbing up against my MacBook. Just don't bite the screen. I get nervous because have you seen those reels or TikToks or whatever where a cat is gnawing on the corner of a monitor of a laptop and next thing you know the screen just goes blank. I have nightmares about her chewing on my MacBook and ruining the monitor or ruining the laptop. That would be awful. Your live feed is very helpful. I'll be launching a new channel next month, and your live Q&A is helpful and less isolating. Awesome. I'm glad that helps. Over here. Okay, lie down. There you go. Lie down right there. Nice. Okay, that's some distance from the keyboard. Good. iPhone screen monitor. Let me just try that. iPhone screen monitor. Yeah, no, I'm not getting. I'm going to have to do some research on that. Where are we now? Matthew Pate. Do you have any tips on tags and tags and descriptions? Talked about that a little bit. So basically, I don't believe they're as important as they once were. I do still, so in my description, I have a bunch of links to the products that I use. My cameras, my tripods, my lights, and things like that, microphones. But other than that, I only type maybe 2 or 3 sentences at the very top of my description that talks about what I talk about in the video. I don't spend too much time on that at all because, again, my understanding is YouTube is very good at knowing what's in your video anyways, so they don't need to rely as much on the information you put in your tags and your description. That said, I do still put something in the description and the tags. I always fill in the tags. I'll put in 4 or 5 keywords that I think have to do with the video, and that's it. So I don't spend too much time on it at all because I don't think it matters as much as it used to. Hi Rob, Evolutionary Tom. Hello Tom, how you doing? Marco Island, Florida here. I'm changing up my channel name and used ChatGPT and Notebook LM to help me narrow down choices and come up with words that flow. It's a great resource for us. Absolutely. I'm not familiar with Notebook LM, but I use ChatGPT every day, like every day. Again, it may not be as necessary, but like when I type in, when I'm titling my videos specifically, I will come up with a title in my head, or after doing some research, what I want my video to be about, and then I'll type in a ChatGPT, here's a title for my next YouTube video. Can you please give me 5 alternatives for better click-through rate? Okay, so that's what I do, and then it gives me 5 alternatives, and I may use one of those 5, or I may combine 2 of them, but that's what I use to get my titles. Love ChatGPT. Love it. Thanks, Rob, for answering my questions. Very helpful. Looking forward to your next videos. Bye for now. Bye. That was probably 10 minutes ago, though. No problem. No problem. That's what I'm here for. Simply Tasha. Tasha? I still feel like I'm super awkward on camera. Yeah, that's normal. Very normal. It takes practice is all I can say. And actually, if you ever do want to do a live stream, that will help. So like most of this time I'm staring at the camera. Unless I'm trying to form a thought, I'll look wherever. But where are you going? Okay, you lie down, and then I'm going to spin you a little bit this way. Okay, watch that mouse over there. See that? Right there. She's not as... I think Peanut is smart enough to know now that Cat TV, that's not a real mouse. She's gone behind my monitor looking for the mouse and hasn't been able to find it, so I think the jig is up on that. But yeah, super awkward on camera. It's a hard thing to get used to. It really is. And the only way to get over it is to, that I'm aware of, is to just practice. Just practice. And live streaming helps me with that. But if you don't do that, then just make a bunch of videos. Like maybe do a little challenge for yourself. Like I did the last couple of weeks. I did 10 days in a row. I made videos. And a lot of those videos I did on the same day. Like there were 2 days there where I went outside and I filmed like 6 videos or 8, I think. 8 videos in 2 days, something like that. Yeah, just went on a bit of a binge there, and the more you do that, the better you get at it. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I did that. Yeah, good luck with it. The Weezer, Lee, hi Rob. Another nice day in the Maritime. It's the Maritimes is what it's called. But yes, it's a nice day. A little cloudy, but still not too bad. It's fall here now, so well, it's fall everywhere, I guess, in the northern hemisphere. Yeah, you know, it's still. What would it be? It's probably 18 degrees Celsius here. What's 18 Celsius in Fahrenheit? 65 Fahrenheit. That's what it is here. Something like that, I think. Beautiful day in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Hi to all family in Creators Cove. Hello. Welcome. Thanks for stopping in, Lee. Simply Tasha, I'm not a fan of clickbait titles, but I definitely want my videos to be viewed by the correct audience. Is it possible to get a good reach without being over the top with my titles? Yes, it is. Yeah, you don't have to be, and in fact, the more clickbaity your titles are, um, I think the less they'll work. I don't think they work as much these days as they used to. Um, Besides, think of it this way: one of the one sec. As a creator, as a YouTuber, um, the more clickbaity you make your titles, right, to try to get the click, um, that may in fact be hurting you, because if if you get a click, you get a viewer into watching your video, if the way you got that click wasn't genuine, like if you then don't deliver on the promise you made with your title and thumbnail, right? Once they're into your video, they start watching your video. If you don't deliver on whatever it is that title promised them, they're going to click away and they're not going to watch very much of your video. So you may get a higher click-through rate because of your title, but you're going to have low retention, a low average view duration of your video, and that hurts. Okay, so for that reason, I don't think clickbaity titles help you as much as maybe they used to. That said, I suppose if your video content warrants a clickbaity title, like if it is in fact something that you can then deliver on in a really good video, then it may work. Why are you? Oh, she's going behind that monitor again. She's looking for that mouse, aren't you? There's no mouse behind there. It's right here, right there. Look, right there. Look, look. Look, right here. She knows. Where do you want to go now? Why don't you just lie down on my notepad? No? I don't want you knocking over these waters. Or this one. Let's put this over here. And put that over there. All right, now put it right there so people can see you. All right. Okay. Okay. So sorry. Where was I? We'll come back here. Yeah. So clickbaity may or may, in my opinion, doesn't help you as much as maybe it used to. So I hope that helps. The Creator Classroom. Hello, and how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. New here. Great. Hello, everybody. New to Camtasia and new to Rob. Awesome. Welcome. Welcome aboard. Always happy to have new people show up. That's great. It did sound like thunder. That was my daughter upstairs. Outdoorsy by nature. Hello, how you doing? Your recommendation to think about what you would talk about or do if you invited friends or family over for dinner is so helpful for narrowing down a niche. Yep, that's the way. I mean, I've said that before. I believe it. That's because you need to be comfortable. It helps if you're comfortable talking to the camera. And one of the best ways to be comfortable talking to the camera is to know what you're talking about, or to have passion for what you're talking about. So yeah. So no, I'm glad you found that helpful. That's great. The Creator Classroom, use blocked words list often. I actually haven't used them much, but I haven't had the need to yet, I guess. But yeah, that's another great option. You can block certain words from even showing up in your comment section. So yeah, great. Question, new to Camtasia. One thing I'm struggling to do is to move a clip from the end of footage to the middle of the footage. Can you explain how to do this easily? I can show you. How's that? How about I share my screen and let's move this up. This is Camtasia. Okay, so let me just move this up here. So sorry, let me just pop your question up on this screen again. I'm just going to move this up here. Move a clip from the end of footage to the middle of the footage. Can you explain how to do this easily? So two things come to mind. So you could be, it could be a separate clip or part of an existing clip. Okay, let's say it's part of an existing clip, for instance. So let's say, let me just play this here.
Join me in about 35 minutes and I'll be back.
Okay, so this was the trailer video. If any of you tuned in before I went live today, a little 45-second trailer would have played for you, and this was it. This is so. Anyway, so what do I have here? I have background music down here. This here is the audio, and this is the video. The audio and video are separate because I recorded the audio separate from the video, and I then synced them up in editing. Okay, so, but I mean, what I could do is I could highlight them both, and I could group them together. Why don't I do that? Right click, click group. So now they're together. Okay, so let me just make this a little bit bigger. You can see what I'm doing here, right? Yep. So let's say at this point I want to move this to the middle. Then what I would do, and let's say I don't want to disrupt the audio, the background music, I would highlight this. I'm going to press S for split. Okay, see that? Now I have two different pieces here, two different clips. Now, I'm on a Mac. S wasn't the keyboard shortcut for split, but it is the keyboard shortcut for split in Camtasia for PC. And since I started on a PC and only switched to a Mac last year, that's the keyboard shortcut I got used to. So I changed the default shortcut for split in my Mac to the letter S. I think Command T is what it is for generally for a Mac. But anyways, for me it's S. And if you don't know what it is for you, you can also come up here and see this scissors icon here. That does the same thing. Like if I put this here and click on the scissors. Nope, I'm wrong. Control Z, I'll back that up. Is it this one? Where is split? Split, yeah, that one there. And I clicked it and then it split it here. I'll Control Z to back that up. I love Control Z. I always do that to undo because I'm always making mistakes. Okay, so I have this clip here now. And if I want to move that to the middle, I can click and drag it to the middle. Okay, I can put it wherever I want. It wouldn't make a whole lot of sense here.
Now I'll be live and I'll be back here to take your questions.
So if I have this on top of, if I have a clip on top of another clip, you're going to hear the audio of both, okay? But you're only going to see whatever's on top. So at this point right here, it switches to that one. So let's say I wanted to insert it here. Okay, let's just move out here out of the way. Let's say I'm just looking at my audio waveforms. Let's say I wanted to insert that here. It probably doesn't make much sense for this video, but I'll show you. I'm going to press S to split. I'm going to click and drag and move this. I'm now going to take this one, drag it down here, and then close it off like that. There you go. I've now moved the end of that clip to the middle portion.
From now, I'll be live, and I'll be back, and I'll be live. All right, guys, see you soon. I'll be here to take your questions.
See, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and I can undo it. I can do this, move everything back again. So anyway, that is, if I understood your correction, if I understood your question, then that's what you were trying to do. Another thing you might have been trying to do is if you have another clip altogether that was just a different video clip. Let's see here. If I were to go, let's go here. Recordings, 80. There, just another video. So here's another video I've got, right? And if I wanted to put some of this in the beginning, let's say I wanted to add some of this as B-roll and keep the same, let's say I wanted to keep the same dialogue here.
From now, I'll be live. I'll be here to take your questions.
So maybe at that point, I want to show something else, and that something else is in this video. Well, I can move this here. What I'll want to do though is I want to get rid of the audio of this clip because I'm just going to use it as B-roll. I want to hear the audio from this clip. Okay, so what you can do is right click and click on silence audio. Now the audio's gone, and I can look for whatever part that I wanted to show. Let's go there to there, and I'll split that again. I'm going to delete the end. Maybe I'll shorten that up, and now I've got this.
Now I'll be live. I'll be here to take your questions on anything to do with...
Okay, so that's how I put B-roll from a clip in the middle of the video. So I hope that helped. Yeah, so I see, actually that's just, I can see that you're commenting here. So let me just read what you've got here. So I love that you have the same filler word. So yeah, I do. I'm shaking my head as you can see me. I can't see you, sorry. I'm on a PC, okay. What if there are multiple tracks involved and multiple splits in a video? My use case is sometimes I will say my little spiel about a free trial in the description at the end of the filming and after I edited the whole video and had 5 or 6 tracks with a lot of splits. What I would suggest, what you would do, if you want to move several tracks to another location, is there another? Oh, I could show that in this. So let's say, so that it's kind of like the other example I had. I am going to Control Z back here several times. Get back to what we had. There, all the way back to the beginning. Now, sorry, let me just close this off so you can see what I'm doing here. So your use case is you filmed a video, you've got, you've said something at the end that you want to be like an ad that you're going to put in the beginning or like in the middle somewhere, okay? I'm going to Control Z back one more time. So this might help explain things. So let's say we have multiple tracks. Now this bottom track is the background music, so typically I wouldn't want to cut that. Because I want that to play all the way through smoothly. I don't want to disrupt that. But let's say we have 2 tracks here. You may have 3, 4, 5, whatever. But let's say you want to cut them all. So you would highlight them both like this. Press S, okay? And let's move these up out of the way. And let's say this ending here is where you filmed the end that you want in the beginning. With them both highlighted, press S. And then with them both still highlighted, you can click and move them both together. And you would move them. Oh, what did I do? Move them like this. Okay? And then you can click and drag and highlight both of these and move them back. So that's how you would move multiple tracks, multiple clips further on. And you can do that with any number of tracks. If you have 10, if you want, right? You can move things that way. You may want to group them to make it easier on yourself to visually see what you're moving. That might help, but it's not necessary. So this, I just showed you how to do it without them grouped together. And 5 minutes ago, I showed you how to do it while they were grouped together. So I hope that helped, hopefully. Oh, and you said I would lock that background music track so it wouldn't move. Yes, you can do that. So for those who don't know, if I don't want to mess around with this track here, there's a lock button here you can click. Now that track is locked and I can't select it, even by accident. Okay, so absolutely you could do that. It's just not something I typically do, but absolutely, it can be a savior for sure. So yeah. I remember seeing something with the playhead moving a bunch of tracks together. So what you might be referring to is, and you can do this, let's say this is over here. This won't work, so I'm going to double click there to put the playhead there. If you hold shift down and try to move this, it doesn't work. It works that way, but not that way, right? Because that music track's in the way. But if you have these off to the side like this, and they're all by themselves, and there's nothing else, You can double click here to get the playhead to the beginning. And now if you hold shift, click the playhead and drag it, you can drag it all the way back like that. So that might be what you're referring to. But again, that doesn't work if you have other tracks underneath or above, because it'll move everything, or it'll try to. So hopefully that helps. And you say you're new to Camtasia, but not to editing videos. Yeah, I mean, all the different video editing software are similar, but different, right? So sometimes there's slightly different ways to do things. And sometimes you can't do things in some video editors that you can do in others. So they all have their strengths, their weaknesses. I like Camtasia for being simple to learn for somebody who's brand new to video editing. I like Camtasia and I like CapCut. If you want to get into screen recordings, then Camtasia, definitely, because it allows you to do that. That's how Camtasia started, actually, as a screen recording that kind of morphed into a video editor. So I've been using it for many years. But if you want to get into more complex video editing, color correction, I mean, you can do some color correction with Camtasia, but if you really want to get into it, then maybe a DaVinci Resolve would be something I'd recommend. Or you could try Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro, things like that. You can do more advanced things with those. But if you want to keep things simple and you don't get too fancy with things, I think Camtasia is great. Or CapCut, both of them. But Camtasia is what I'm used to. So anyways, I hope that helped. Let's pop back to the main chat here. Let me just scroll up, see where I was. That's interesting. I didn't hide axe as an ignore. I didn't hide axe as an ignore. I'm not sure what you mean by there. I'm sorry. This is what happens to me. Once I go down one path and I kind of forget. Oh, look, axe. Did you mean cats? There she is. She's finally settled down. She's finally lying down. Took longer this week than usual. Maybe I'll make a video this afternoon now that she's laying down there. Great tip, 60 plus. Awesome. I love that Peanut's in such a playful mood, and he is definitely not camera shy. No, she isn't camera shy. She has no idea what I'm doing, I don't think, but I can move this back. Silver and Married. Hello, Virginia from Oregon. Oregon, hi. Hello, Virginia. How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. ChatGPT and Gemini are so helpful just to brainstorm. Gemini is not one I've used either, but there are so many. There's so many AI tools out there now. Rob, see you next week. See you next week, 60 plus. Let's see, where are we? Coming up, we just hit 2 hours. Oh, I dropped a word. I didn't know hide acts as an ignore. Yes, it did. It does. Yeah, I think it's great because it basically shuts down anybody who's putting out negative comments that you don't want to see. A lot of times people like that might be looking for a reaction where they're not going to get one if they've been hidden because nobody knows that they've posted, right? They do, but anyways, yeah. It's unfortunate that there's people out there who seem to exist only to put other people down who are trying to make videos or trying to grow a channel or whatever. It's just, yeah, there's haters out there in this day and age. It's unfortunate and we have to deal with it. But just remember that when dealing with hateful comments, that the problem is not yours. The problem is the commenters. They're the ones that have a problem. They're the ones that feel the need to hate on somebody or try to put people down, and who knows why? Who knows what's going on in their lives, right? They might be going through something awful, for whatever reason, there's a problem there, and they're lashing out to try to make themselves feel better. And unfortunately, we as creators are the ones that have to deal with that. But yeah, YouTube has given us some cool tools to be able to deal with that. And if you never want to hear from somebody like that again, hide them, and you'll never ever hear from them again. Even if they try to post something nice, too late. You've hidden them, so you won't. I mean, you can unhide people. I've never actually done that myself, but I believe you can. But yeah, but I mean, don't even worry. I try not to waste too much time on it. And I talk about this a lot because I've gotten from a lot of people who want to start YouTube that one of the big reasons that they haven't is because they're worried about the negative comments that they might get, and how to deal with it, and they don't feel like they can deal with it, or they wouldn't be able to deal with it. So that's why I try to say, like, really, the problem is not yours at all. Ideally, you can just kind of leave it there and don't let it bother you. But if you're unable to do that, if you'd just rather not see it, then that's an option. You can hide or delete, and you won't see it. But the irony is, the more people comment, like, you may choose to leave a negative comment up there, and some of your other viewers may kind of come to your rescue, right? And they may back you up by commenting back, and that could be nice. The other thing is, all the comments that you get, they all help your video grow and help your channel grow. Like, engagement is one of the things that YouTube looks at, right? So the more engagement that's going on your channel, the better. So people who write negative comments are actually kind of helping you, especially if you leave it there, because, and then maybe, that furthers the discussion. Other people come to your rescue and things like that. So yeah, keep that in mind. They might actually be helping you out. But again, if you don't want to look at it, if you are in a place where you just don't want to have to deal with that, then hide them, and you won't even have to worry about it. Just leave the good comments up there. Your channel is not a place. Like, did I make a video about this, or I was going to? I did. Free speech. People might say, they're violating my free speech rights, blah, 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 by deleting my comments. Well, no. A YouTube video's comments section is not a free speech platform. You don't have the right for your comment to stay there forever at all. It's not your place to do that. Whoever starts a YouTube channel, it's their channel, right? They are in control of what stays and what goes in terms of comments. So I kind of laugh when I got that comment one time, and just kind of made me chuckle a bit. Like, no, I'm not infringing on your rights by deleting or hiding your comments. Not at all. If you want a free speech something, go free speech it somewhere else, and maybe they'll let it stay, but not me. Okay, where am I? Thanks for another great stream. No problem. Glad you liked it. Coming up to the end, probably. I'll just keep going through the comments here. Someone licked the red off their lollipop, and then we get the backlash from that. Yep. Yeah, we got to put up with that. I tend to give people the benefit of the doubt for one comment, but if they do it a second time, it's hide user. That's good. That's a good way to do it. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah. And I might have done that too. Like sometimes if the comment isn't, I mean, if it's downright hateful or racist or anything like that, then they're gone. Like I don't want that on my channel at all. But if it's if it's not that bad, but it's just negative towards me, like I try not to hide things if it's constructive criticism. Like I like feedback. I like feedback on my videos. If there's something about my videos that somebody didn't like and think I could have done better, then I'll take that comment any day, and I'll try to learn from that, and I'll leave that up. That's no problem. For me, again, for you, if you don't want to see that, you don't have to. You can delete it. Yeah, no, I will leave criticisms typically up, and I'll typically be polite when I respond because I do respond to everybody. Um, yeah, that's just me though. Everybody, you can deal with it however you want to. Dan says, do you have a subscription to Adobe Edition or do you use an older version of the software? I have an older version. I have a subscription, so I use the current version. I used to have a subscription to all the Adobe Creators Cloud or Creative Cloud, but I have since, because I didn't use anything else, I only was using Audition, so I now just have a subscription just for that one piece of software of theirs. At some point, I'll probably teach myself Audacity, and I have been in Audacity. I'm so used to Audition. I like the way it works. It's hard to change software when you get used to something. Pamela Powers, hello Pam, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. How do we indicate we don't to have certain words in the comments? I haven't actually done that. And I don't really want to waste your time on trying to figure out how to do that right now because I don't know. But can I get back to you with that one? I'm going to write that one down as something to get back to you with. How to block words. I mean, it's probably... from something, no. Comments. No, I'm gonna have, it's probably in your settings, maybe settings. Yeah, I will get back to you with that. I've actually never done it, so I don't know off the top of my head how to do that. You can say it, but I don't have to see it. Absolutely, yeah. And maybe that's all they need. They got their frustrations out. Even they may think you can see it, and maybe that's good enough for them. But regardless, it doesn't matter. You don't have to see it. Absolutely. Free speech is only a protection from government infringement. That's a mouthful. I don't quite know what you mean by that. Free speech, government. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know what that means. But yeah, so what I mean, the other thing is too, when you get into like free speech, you hear free speech. I mean, that's probably different for every country. So a lot of times when you see it, if people are concerned about that, I mean, free speech it's not a right in every country of the world either, right? It is here in Canada. And it is, I think most of my viewers are actually from the United States, and I know free speech is the thing there. It's a right, but yeah, when we start talking about governments and stuff, every country has their own government. Every country's government is different, so it's hard to comment there. Oh, here we go. Some help to Pam. It's under settings, then under community. Settings. Community. Look at that. Yeah, that's where you can put in oh wow, look, I can see, yeah, no, I don't want to show you this, but yeah, I have, gosh, there's got to be 50 or more usernames here that I've got hidden. So yeah, if you go to settings and then community, thank you Creator Classroom for pointing this out. From there, and I'm not going to show you mine because you'll see all the usernames that I've hidden, and I don't want to call anybody out like that. But you can manage your moderators. You can add a moderator, approved users, hidden users, specific channels who can redirect to my content, and blocked words is down at the bottom of that page under community. Thank you. Awesome. Perfect. I didn't know that's where you can do that. And yes, it depends on what the comment is. Good feedback. Fantastic. Telling me I'm a hateful woman because I use a software. Not cool. Not cool at all and completely unnecessary. I don't know why people feel like they have to do that, but There you go. 60 plus. Rob, how can we interact with you apart from your streams? You can, if you go to my YouTube channel, let me just back out of this, close, Rob the, yes, that works right there. So if you go to my YouTube channel, here, let me share this. Right here. I'll just close this off. So you go to my YouTube channel, okay? Click on, what did I click on to do this? More, right here. About. And then down here, there's my website. Actually, the website right now just goes to Creators Cove, the landing page right now. I have to work on that. My Instagram is there. My TikTok is there. You can click here, view email address, and send me an email if you want. That's the way you can do it. Or you can send me a DM in Instagram. Either way. So there you go. That's how you do that. That's how you get a hold of me. Wrong button. Sunflower. Hello, Sunflower. How you doing? I have a channel and I'm halfway to monetization, but there are people I know watching and I am not wanting to upload anymore. I'd like to start over. What do you think? Too much work to start over? Yeah, that's a tough one. I would say no, it's not too hard. It's not too much work to start over. If you're halfway to monetization, then you probably learned a lot of things already, and you probably are well equipped to grow a channel. So if you wanted to start a new channel, you'd probably be able to grow that new channel much faster than you grew your first one. So there's that. It's unfortunate that you don't want to post anymore because of certain people watching, because they may find your new channel too. Yeah, that's really all. That would be my thing. If you really want to start a new channel, then I would think you'd be better equipped to start a new channel, because you've got experience. You've done it already, so you can do it again probably faster. But yeah, that doesn't get to the root of the issue though. Like, what's to stop you from stopping posting again if certain people you know are watching your new channel? Or maybe you're going to change the content. You want to grow a channel with different type of content, different niche, right? You're going to be talking about different things. Those are good reasons for maybe starting a new channel. Absolutely. But if it's going to be the same thing, they will probably find your new channel too, if that's the types of videos that they watch, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm not really sure what else to say about that. The Creator Classroom says, I learned about Camtasia from Nick Nimmin, but when I went to search for tutorials so I could get a head start, yours was by far the most helpful. Thank you. No problem. No problem. Quite honestly, Nick Nimmin is the first guy I used to watch when I started, and he's probably the reason I have most of this stuff in this room. He is the reason I've got this slider back here, because that's the way he used to do his lives. Nick Nimmin's live streams are usually Saturday mornings, and they're awesome. What's going on here now? Number of viewers dropped way down. Oh, that's just the graph. Just a glitch. Yeah, no, I love Nick Nimmin. He's great. He's great. And he has had Camtasia sponsor him for quite some time too. I know he uses Camtasia and he likes it. Absolutely. But yeah, I do have a lot of Camtasia videos. I've used Camtasia for a lot of years. I have someone watching my videos that I prefer not to watch, but I just hide user from others seeing comments. However, that won't stop me from posting. Oh, sorry, I skipped one. This is, why are you not wanting to upload anymore? Okay. But yeah, no, that's good. If you don't let them stop you from posting, good on you. Awesome. Sunflower says, yes, different content, and I don't want their criticism. Most of them are not frequent YouTube watchers. Okay, yeah, so if you don't want their criticism, then yeah, just hide them. Once, if they do make a comment, hide them, and you'll never see a comment from them again. They may watch your videos, but you'll never see a comment from them ever again. So that would be my suggestion if you can do that. I love Nick. I'm there all the time in chat. Yeah, he's awesome. I have been in there in chat, but I've never been as active in the chats. But I have asked him questions before, absolutely. Back when I was trying to figure out the A10 Mini, and he helped me with that as well. I hear their comments in person because they're family or friends. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's hard to hide them then, I suppose. But yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, I guess the only other piece of advice I could give you is so one of the things I make sure I do is when I make videos, I don't pretend to be an expert. I don't try to get myself in trouble that way by saying, oh, this is how you do this, if I'm not 100% sure. So I will definitely say I don't know how to do something if I'm not 100% sure how to do something. So there's that. But also, if I post a video that isn't perfect, has mistakes in it, or if something happens in the video that I didn't like, I'm now to the point where I just don't care enough to not post. I'm going to post anyways, and I'm going to laugh at myself. I make a point of watching my videos, and then kind of some of it might be cringy, and I'll laugh at it, knowing that other people might laugh too, and I'm okay with that. And what I typically say is, if I laugh first at my videos, then when other people laugh at them, we're laughing together. They're not laughing at me, they're laughing with me, because I'm laughing too. And I just try not to let it bother me. I mean, life is too short. Life is short to let this stuff bother me. So yeah, I was in a place once where, as I started YouTube, I was concerned with who would see my videos. Are they going to make fun of me? And do they even know I'm doing this? And all this. I don't care anymore. It doesn't. I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing it. I'm certainly not making videos for the people who are going to laugh at them and make fun of me for them. I don't need that. Laugh, make fun, whatever you want to do. That's fine. That's you. But I choose not to listen to that and not to let it bother me. So I laugh at myself. I try to have a good time. Yeah, with that attitude, I think that helps. That helps me keep going. If that's something that can help you, then awesome. By knowing how I deal with things like that. So there you go. Those same family or friends will find your other channel, probably, if they really want to. But that could be a compliment too. If they're actively searching for your new channel, try to flip the script a bit there and take that as a compliment, is what I would do. Because you're obviously worth their time to seek you out and find your new content. And yeah, if friends are not being kind about what you're doing on YouTube, then are they really friends? That's a good question. It's a good question. Might want to think about that one. Thanks, Rob, for another informative live broadcast. Looking forward to next Tuesday. Goodbye for now. Take care. See ya. We'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks for stopping in again, Greth. True, I'm trying. No, yeah, it can be hard, but good luck with it. Yeah, hopefully. So whether you decide to start a new channel or continue with your old one, best of luck with it, and try to have fun with it. Yeah, I think at this point I'm going to have to draw the line. And yeah, the question, how long do you typically stay on a live session? Usually 2 hours, and that was half an hour ago. So this one's been 2.5 hours. I have done them as long as 4 hours, but I noticed quite a drop off of people, and I get tired too. It's almost 4:30 here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. So 3:30 Eastern Time, New York, Toronto, wherever you are. Yeah, so usually 2 hours. And that's usually about all I can handle, and then I need a break. I need some food. I'm getting hungry. These energy drinks only get me so far. So anyway, yeah. Thank you everybody who stopped in today. I hope you enjoyed this. I did. I always have fun doing these. So what's coming up next? Yes. So I said it here. I'll say it again. Next Tuesday's live stream, I'm going to do an IRL stream. So that's in real life. I am going to go out in the boat and go to an island or just drift in the middle of St. Margaret's Bay in the Atlantic Ocean. I'm going to live stream from my phone. I may have my MacBook with me, but I've already done a little speed test out there, and I know it gets good cell phone tower coverage or mobile phone coverage, so I think it'll be okay. I might try to do a test before next Tuesday just to make sure it'll work. You might be 40 plus if you say IRL. Well, I'm wondering if that's why my 25-year-old son laughed when I said it. Maybe. Because he did. He said, yeah, we gamers kind of invented that term, is what he said to me. So I'm still trying to be hip. I don't know. Is it working? I am definitely 40 plus, though. I am 50 plus. Sorry. There you go. That's it. Let's put a cap in this. I'm pretty sure only Gen X invented IRL. Yeah, probably. Thanks, everyone, for stopping in. Thanks. I hope you have a great rest of your week. I will plan on having another video out by the end of the week. And then next will be the live stream next Tuesday from the middle of the ocean. All right. Have a great week. See you guys. Thanks for stopping in. I got to find the finish button. There it is. All right. Bye, guys.